We could be in the gutter, and we could be higher than the gutter. We just
could.
the gamut.
That it's a big gamut, really.
Mm-hmm.
What is a
I
gamut?
don't know what a gamut is. I know I was going to ask you this.
You're a homeschooler, or
Yeah,
she
I know.
used to
I
be a
used to be.
homeschool.
Mm-hmm.
Or
I used to could.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll have to look up the word gamut and report back later at another time. I think it's necessary.
Because people do run the gamut. Even if you're not an athlete,
right.
you can still run the gamut. Do you know what I mean?
I think if you know what the gamut is, that you should send in a comment on our video.
Go.
Tell us the gamut. Tell us what it is.
And why you run it.
And it could be like that game where you have different definitions and only one of them is right. And
The
so
bluffing
maybe
game.
Right. So maybe everyone could give their own idea of what a gamut might be that you're running.
It's a great idea.
That'd be fun.
And then we could vote on it. This is what it should be. And it could be a new definition in Webster's.
That's right. And then we'll post what the right definition is later. Because I love games.
Mm-hmm.
Love them. I don't play games very often. They're not my favorite.
No, you're not a gamer.
I don't mind if I'm in the middle of a game, like with my kids, and they really want to play a game. Once in a blue moon, I'll say, yeah, it's raining and there's absolutely nothing else we could do. Let's play a game.
Holly had a genius idea years ago, and she actually stacks the deck at Candyland.
I do. I think it's really important because
I thought that was genius.
Candyland can really be a boring game. And if you've played it because you're playing it with 3 generations of kids, right? Or 3 generations.
Right.
Is it really 3 generations? No, I have 3 children. I don't want to be playing Candyland for 11 years. I just don't. So I decided take the cards that would get you there fastest, load it so that your youngest will win, or
Right.
whoever you're playing with, a different winner each time. I'll say, Mommy, I'll shuffle, look through, pull out the good ones, put them in, so they're going to happen really early on in the deck. Oh my gosh, Candyland's over. Yay, you won.
Great idea.
Yeah.
Great idea.
I think those are the kinds of games you should buy. There's also good games, those cooperative games. Someone turned me onto those a long time ago. Great for little kids.
What games? What are you talking about?
Well, there's games where there isn't a winner.
Oh, that's not a game.
But for little kids, do you remember
It's just busy work.
Yeah, but do you remember what it was like playing games with your 3-year-old and your 5-year-old, or your 2-year-old and your 4-year-old, and they would cry at the end because they didn't win, right?
Right.
So what happens with these games is you work together to solve the problem. So each person gets a chance to roll the dice, and then it's there'll be sort of a question you have to answer, and the other person can help you because the goal is together you're going to solve whatever the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
There's one called Sleeping Grump. There's one called The Princess something. I can't remember. Anyway, there's
Do they
several
have
of
one
them.
called The Deficit? Or no? Is that not one?
Amnesia is the one I need,
Amnesia.
because I can't remember anything. But anyway, if you just Google cooperative games for children, you'll get up this whole series of games, which are genius because they're short, number one. None of them take longer than maybe 10 minutes to play.
That's great.
And nobody's mad that they didn't win because you work on it together. And so it's great for those little kids that can't quite handle yet. But how do we get off on games? That's interesting.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. Because anything more than 5 minutes ago, I don't really remember. Do you?
What's your name?
I don't know. I'm just glad you're here, whoever you are. So anyway, that's Life Laugh Latte. And
And so
usually
that's
we have
how
a
we start.
coffee, right?
Right, but we already drank our coffee.
But we drank our coffee earlier because
So-
we were together earlier too.
Yeah. And we don't want to shake like our chihuahuas. So we don't drink anymore.
We're going to
Because
have
they
to
can
introduce you to our chihuahuas.
Chihuahua. Our little chihuahua.
That'll have to be another video.
It's just fun to say because you can't really say dachshund
Yeah.
and have it sound funny. Or pug, but you can say chihuahua and then it's funny.
If you just say Chihuahua normally, people automatically smile. There's something about the name Chihuahua and the perception of a Chihuahua that just makes people smile, and I think that had to be our dog,
The
really.
perception that it's not a real dog.
Yeah, kicking dog or a cat dog or a purse dog.
Right.
I don't want one in my purse,
Yeah.
but I have put it in a sling.
Yeah, that's kind of like that.
But just because it couldn't,
You
I
could
didn't want it
sell
to get
those.
sick.
You
I
could
didn't want
sell
it to-
those.
I could. Dog
Make
sling.
a lot of money.
Yeah, that's embarrassing to admit, really. What else?
We don't have cue cards, so we just kind of have notes.
We wing it. We do. We don't have. What else don't we have? We don't have a director,
No, we don't have
producer.
Obviously, with me, we don't have a makeup artist or a hairstylist. We don't have a color consultant.
Sometimes we clash,
Mm-hmm.
and that's okay. Sometimes, because of the way we're sitting, our clothes look really odd and strange, and we probably don't have proper lighting, so we may look really oily or blotchy, but
Or a chest may not seem right. And we don't know like how to do like what is that, like special effects to make it over. And right now we're okay with that.
That's the whole point. It's supposed to be real.
We're real people.
Probably more real than someone would like to hear. Some people are going to say, that's too real.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like fake. I like people who pretend like nothing's wrong. Or maybe don't share things about diarrhea. And that's okay. Do you agree?
I agree.
Yes.
I totally agree.
So I think that...
Don't think, just do. Don't think, just do.
Okay, I'm going to do. But try
Just
to.
a bullet point.
No.
I mean, if guns
It's like a gamut.
If they want to, like, ban guns and stuff, why would they call it a bullet point?
I don't think that's good.
Because that would imply violence.
Particularly in California. I mean, if you live in Texas, you probably have a gun, and you would say bullet point with confidence.
Yeah,
But in California, people are scared.
Yeah, it implies some kind of a violent thing to me. And so when you have a bullet point, whoa, let me listen, right? Because that point could explode at any given moment. So I think, that kind of freaks me out. I like to call it a high period because it's just like a period, but it's a little bit higher.
Well, that's a good point. Or a middle period.
Or a middle period.
It's kind of in the middle of the letter.
Right.
Yeah. But maybe it's something you want someone to remember, so it's like an explosion.
An explosion. Yeah. How's this look for me?
I'm sure it looks good. We have to sit ridiculously close, and because we're 40, we go a little blurry sometimes looking at each other. But anyway.